أننا لا نفهم من السياسة إلا سياسة الجهاد والقتال، ولا يعجبنا من الكفار إلا قطف الرؤوس وشرب الدماء.
Emma! Answer me!
We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
And Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government? The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Snake! Snake! Snake!
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut. This is Snake.
From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
I am your mother.
What?
The forbidden fruit. Appropriate. The founder of the Patriots.
Found her. When did this happen?
40 years ago. During the Cold War, when the United States and the Soviet Union were still at odds. It was in that chaotic era that the Patriots were born. And I played my part. I was one of the founding members.
That would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
And guess who controls most of the most powerful? George Soros. George Soros, in the aftermath of 9/11, talked about police action as an alternative to war. Who is choosing the puppets and the players? Who's the puppet master? George Soros. Now, I am sure that this will be called a conspiracy theory, and quite honestly, a year ago, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it myself. But it is right out in the open. I encourage you, do not take my word for this. Do your own research, and don't go to conspiracy websites or anything else. Do your own research, and don't go to conspiracy websites or anything else. Do your own research, and don't go to conspiracy websites or anything else. Do your own research, and don't go to conspiracy websites or anything else. Do your own research, and don't go to conspiracy websites or anything else. Go to his own books. Go to the biographies written about him. Go to things that are well documented, like 60 Minutes. Things that are well known.
In fact, today's conspiracy theory is tomorrow's news headlines. And you still get people saying, do you believe in the conspiracy theory of history, or do you believe in the cock-up theory? As if they're mutually exclusive. As if you have to pick one or the other.
We are being hypnotized from cradle to grave in the same way that that guy does it by people like this. newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers. We're being programmed to see the world in a certain way.
And I agreed with Michael in every particular. We need to make a coalition with Russia and deal a decisive series of blows to this death cult.
Many of these volunteers aren't experienced soldiers, but by coming here, they've brought international attention to the Kurdish fight. They came against the advice of their governments.
Kurdish fighters. But this one isn't Kurdish, he's American.
Spas.
He's one of just a handful who've made their way here to join the fight against ISIS. The Kurds call him Stepan, his real name is Jeremy. What inspired a 28-year-old from Mississippi to come and put his life on the line here?
A sad story. We shouldn't have turned our backs on the Kurds after the Gulf War.
This isn't his country, and it wasn't his war, but still, Harry joined the Kurds in battling the former city trader was at times right on the front line.
Okay, covering fire.
And took part in more than a dozen assaults on IS positions. At times, the footage he filmed looks like a video game.
Madsen a 28 ans. Il vient du Wisconsin. Cet ancien apprenti charpentier a passé 2 ans dans l'armée américaine. C'est le premier volontaire étranger à avoir rejoint les combattants kurdes de Syrie, les YPG.
Et il y a des femmes parmi vous?
Oui, une. Elle est israélienne.
Une israélienne. Tu vois, il y a une femme avec eux.
You're going to meet an American holy warrior, a U.S. Army veteran and a devout Christian who has made it his personal mission to fight ISIS in northern Iraq.
A soldier, a Christian, a man trying to walk the walk of his faith.
But I would rather die doing something for other people and serving God than sitting home.
I came here because I was sitting at home watching the news, reading Facebook about what Daesh was doing, ISIS, killing innocent people, raping women, children, selling them in slavery, running everybody from their homes, trying to just take over.
Fight for ISIS.
The fighting has just begun.
Now, meet a holy warrior on the other side, a U.S. Army veteran who's come back to Iraq on his own to fight against ISIS in the name of Jesus Christ.
I'd rather die doing something for other people and serving God. You know, Jesus says, you know, what you do unto the least of them, you do unto me. And I take that very seriously. You know, Jesus says, you know, what you do unto the least of them, you do unto me. And I take that very seriously.
From the Bible, Psalm 23.
He wears his faith on his sleeve, literally. And he wears, in addition to a Kurdish keffiyeh scarf, his American combat fatigues from his first tour in Iraq, 2006 and 2007.
ISIS says they're motivated by faith. You say you're motivated by faith. What's the difference?
They don't know God. If they do, if they did, they would know that God would never command you to commit such atrocities. They want to rule. We don't want to rule. We want peace.
And spare them not, but slay both men and women, infant and suckling, ox and sheep. And elsewhere it says, go and smite the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead with the edge of the sword, also the woman and the little ones. And we took all his cities at that time, and utterly destroyed the men and the woman and the little ones of every city. We left none to remain. And we utterly destroyed them, as we did unto Sihon king of Heshbon, utterly destroying the men, women, and children of every city. Prepare slaughter for these children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. Islam teaches just war, to fight when we are attacked, and even then to fight only those who are attacking us. Now today we have the Zionists and the Zionist-controlled media and groups pretending to oppose the killing of civilians, while they themselves are the biggest killers of civilians, as we see today with their bombing of Iraq, Afghanistan, Palestine and other places, while at the same time calling the Muslims terrorists and blaming us and our beliefs for almost every atrocity which they themselves commit.
I have more important things to do than to try to build a wealth or anything. So yeah, I took pretty much everything I had to go to Syria and then come back. And the YPJ, they took really good care of me. They take care of the other foreign fighters. And those are my friends now, and I want to try to help them as much as I can. But yeah, finances are really tight. And so I started like a GoFundMe account to just try to get some donations to just help me make this transition. Because they're fighting this war against Daesh in Syria all alone. They're not getting any support from the West, and they need help.
He believes more boots are needed on the ground if ISIS is to be defeated.
We don't kill innocent people. We don't take people's homes away from them. We don't try to take nobody's land. We try to help the good of the people, to give them their rights, their homes back, take it back from ISIS. We don't have the weaponry that ISIS has.
Un homme, si c'est un vrai patriote, si c'est un vrai yézidi, il doit prendre les armes et se battre contre Daesh et sa barbarie.
to the Yazidi sect. It draws on the beliefs of religions like Christianity, Islam, and Judaism.
ودعنك دربا كسر البليد ودعنك دربا كسر البليد إذا النار شبت فنحن الضرام نحرق بالسيف جمع الطغام ونمحو عن الكون ليل الظلام فيبزغ في الكون فجر جديد فيبزغ في الكون.
What's wrong? Snake!
بتوحيد ربي وسيف رشيد فيا قوم قوموا لقرع السيوف فما العيش إلا بذل الحتوف نموت بعز ونحن وقوف ولا خير في العيش عيش العبيد ولا خير في العيش عيش العبيد.
That many of you are rightly concerned about any American military action in Iraq.
Let's just give them a peace prize again.
Limited strikes like these. I understand that. I ran for this office in part to end our war in Iraq and welcome our troops home, and that's what we've done. As Commander-in-Chief, I will not allow the United States to be dragged into fighting another war in Iraq. I ran for this office in part to end our war in Iraq and welcome our troops home, and that's what we've done.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets.
I mean, someone obviously had to start the whole thing at the beginning. But now their law has taken on a life of its own.
A life of its own?
The country, the war economy, it ain't run by people. It's run by the system. No need for high-level decision-making authority. It's all handled by a massive, yet simple information processing system. An AI. Every aspect of the Patriot system is closely monitored by 3 peripheral AIs and a core AI.
This is the new ISIS propaganda video, Flames of War.
But I, for one, don't intend to simply stand by and watch it happen. For the PMCs, market expansion entails fanning the flames of war. It means more refugees.
War orphans. Child soldiers.
Yes.
has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies. Nothing beats a stiff drink, huh?
I didn't know you drank. I thought it was strictly soda for you.
Not like I never touched the stuff. Then again, the UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. And if you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nano machines used to keep you sober.
I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
You're not angry anymore.
Oh, I'm still mad. But now, you've got a chance to win me over.
What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council.
There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Your entire life is an illusion.
Doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
What we call the real world. The real world turns out not to be real at all.
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance.
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are.
Knew that 3 young boys had been shot dead on police patrol bases. All 3 of them were Chai boys. So young boys who had been abducted by the police commanders and were used as servants. They served tea, but also sex slaves. They're raped by the police commanders.
Yesterday we had unfortunate news come in. A young boy, about 13, maybe 14 years of age, was shot. Why was there a boy on that PB? What did that commander say to you?
He's saying the boys want to be there. Which begs the question, well, why would they be trying to escape?
But then you have over here a PB commander who we know is kidnapping boys and sexually molesting them, and, robbing the people. I mean, he treats the people of Sangan like a piggy bank that he can just shake and rob, and you know, that's really difficult. You know, how do you work with a guy like that? So try doing that day in and day out, working with child molesters, working with people who are robbing people, murdering them. It wears on you after a while.
Hey, will you just let me explain? This is television, that's all it is. It's nothing to do with people, it's to do with the ratings. For 50 years, we've told them what to eat, what to drink, what to wear. For Christ's sake, Ben, don't you understand? Americans love television. They wean their kids on it. Listen, they love game shows, they love wrestling, they love sports and violence. So what do? We give them what they want. Drop dead.
I don't do requests.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.